Hello. Today on Lego Brat List, we are going to look at all of the Lego games from my most memorable experiences to my least memorable Lego experiences from start to finish. And there's one rule: it has to be Lego only and has to be based off of either a Lego franchise or other things. I'm not including Lego Rock Band because I don't consider it to be an actual Lego game. I will be including Lego Ninjago, but my physical copy has not come in the mail. I have played the virtual copy because it was a PlayStation Plus free game a few months ago, and I've played through that one, but the physical copy has not yet arrived in the mail from Amazon, and this is the third time I've had to reorder it because they did not send it to my P.O. box on a Monday through Friday, so it was sent back to the warehouse, not once, not twice, 3 times, and this is the 4th time I've had to order that game. So, suffice it to say, I've had to wait for basically 3 months from my initial order all the way until it's supposed to arrive this Tuesday. I am filming it on Monday night on 1/26, so that one will not actually be in the video, but I will tell you which slot it will be in. It will be towards the bottom of the list before Lego Dimensions. So, because number one, I'm not a big Lego Ninjago fan. Number two, the movie was great. The game based off the movie was great. But again, I'm not a Ninjago Lego fan, so therefore it has really no meaning whatsoever for me other than it completes the collection. Okay? Now, I do have a majority of these games for multiple consoles, so I'm only going to do the original game and not the remaster. So the Harry Potter collection for PS4 will not be on this list, but the initial games for the PlayStation 3 that were on this list initially are on this list. I'm only doing one copy of each of the games for the first console it was released on. I am not going to be reviewing every single game for every single console because number one, it's unfair, and number two, it's a lot of games. Right now I've got 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. I've got 24 games to go through, and the Assassin's Creed video was only 12. That's half the games, and yeah, I could probably divide this list up twice, and it would be, each video would be 25 minutes. So let's just get started. First and foremost, Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, my first Lego game that I got with my initial PlayStation 3. And oh my god, it brings back such great memories. In fact, I only had this and Budokai to start me off on my PlayStation 3 journey. Budokai is a PlayStation 2, but because I had the fully backwards compatible PlayStation 3, I was able to play this, Budokai, and those were my 2 games for the first 6 months that the PlayStation 3 was released. The second set of games that I got was the Indiana Jones saga, which will be further down the list. But this one brings back so many great memories, and that is why it is number 1 on my list. You'd think a Potterhead like me would not go for anything better than the best. Well, here's the best of the best of the best. Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 Collector's Edition with 4 Hogwarts house magnets and Years 1 through 4 the game, and the all the background material for the game, as well as bloopers from the actual movie sets. This was released back when Order of the Phoenix was, so it technically included all bloopers reels from all first 5 films. And so for me, it is a very good collection, and it's got both different types of Dumbledores in the comedy reel and all that sort of stuff on the bonus disc, as well as all of the director items in order, from basically gameplay mechanics to everything, how it was made. All in all, I suggest that if you can find this for a reasonable price, especially the collector's edition with everything, get it. Otherwise, at least just get the standard edition, which comes in the clamshell case. It says 1 through 4. I got this for Christmas. It was the second Christmas gift that I got after this. I got the Indiana Jones saga on my birthday. Since I was into Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and Harry Potter for the longest time, those are definitely going to be higher up on the list than some of the other LEGO games. You already saw the next one on the list, LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 through 7. No need to explain. It's basically based off the movies 5, 6, 7 part 1, 7 part 2. That creates the 4 gameplay level cycles, or the 4 years of Hogwarts. LEGO Batman the video game. I don't remember if I got this before LEGO Indiana Jones The Original Adventures, or whether I got this afterwards. I really don't remember off the top of my head. But I do remember that the majority of the LEGO games I got back when I was either not working, or it was one of the first games that was in my collection because my parents did not want me playing mature titles at all. So really, I had LEGO games, I had the superhero genre of games, and that was all I had for the longest time. Didn't even have any fighters until like 5 years ago, when I actually got back from Europe at 21, and I was able to actually buy my own games without parental consent, because, as you know, as an American kid, when your parents tell you can't play a game, you can't play a game. And so, yeah, my gameplay stuff from the age of 14 to 18, mostly LEGO games, mostly fighters. The only fighters I really had were the Dragon Ball Z games, because they're the only ones that were allowed in the house. Dragon Balls, sorry, I wish that there was a LEGO Dragon Ball Z game. LEGO Indiana Jones, The Original Adventures, and LEGO Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues. I believe I got this one before this one, but this one is more memorable. Not going into too much more story time. Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game. Once again, I'm always on a pirate fix. That's why I've got every single pirate game that was released on the PlayStation 3. And if more were released on the PlayStation 4, I'd be buying more Pirates type games. LEGO DC Supervillains, of course. LEGO City Undercover. Memorable because you're a police officer, you're trying to chase one of the worst criminals in LEGO games. Is it a good game? It's an okay game. A little bit too many collectibles for me for the 7 sections of the game. LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, one of my favorite Star Wars games. And then last but not least, LEGO Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. It's the least memorable Star Wars game, but still higher on the list than the Marvel Lego games because I never really got into the cartoon that this is based off of. So, I mean, for a Lego game, it's okay. For the cartoon, I just was never into it. Lego Avengers is next, of course. Lego Marvel Superheroes 1 and 2. The controls were weird. 1, I liked it. I liked everything about these two games other than this one. The controls were weird for some of the characters. And because it didn't come with a manual to show how the controls were supposed to be done, it was rather... And it didn't come with anything to show controls or anything on the inside flap like most other games for the PlayStation 4 at least have the back flap of the title to show the levels. Lego Movie 2, the Lego Movie, not much to say. I love the world and the different things and the fact that it includes some of the stuff from Lego Worlds to rebuild in different areas. And it feels more of a Lego Worlds type game than Lego Worlds actually is. Lego The Incredibles is my next one. Lego Batman 2 is my next game on my Lego list. Batman 3, Ninjago, which is the only one that I don't physically have, but I've played virtually. Dimensions, Worlds, and then the 3 games that are for the Lego games that are the buggiest of the buggiest, that are very difficult to complete because they knock you out of the game and then you have to restart from where you were. Lego Jurassic World, Lego Lord of the Rings, and Lego The Hobbit. The Hobbit and Jurassic Worlds are the 2 most buggiest, and Lord of the Rings is just buggy in some aspects of the game because some aspects of the game still ain't been fixed after so many years. But then again, they lost the licenses shortly after these 2 were released, so I can forgive them for being so buggy. They still haven't lost license for this, and why this is so buggy, I will never know. But either way, for me, that is my list on Lego games from the past. Every single Lego game that I consider to be a Lego game, of what is from best to worst, and I've done reviews on each of these. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.